Alright. Well, hello, people, and welcome back to the second video of the day. I have a friend here, different from before. Hello, Sloth. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Ahab?
I am pretty good. Anyway, go check him out at Carnage Sloth if it hasn't changed yet.
Actually,
Did you change it
no.
yet?
My apologies, but I changed it earlier today. It is
Uh,
Sloth Texting Stories now. Keeping
yep,
it simple.
yeah. Yeah, go check him out there. If you don't, I'll find you and I'll make you go check him out. Uh, he makes pretty good shit. Anyway, yeah, there's gonna be two different versions of a symbiote Deku, one male, one female. And because fuck you, male Deku will have female symbiotes in all technicality. The symbiotes are genderless, but and the way we're doing this is these of male symbiotes and female symbiotes. It's the first host usually. The first host usually just makes out what their voice is gonna sound like how Scream first bonded to a woman and had more of a feminine voice, and how Venom bonded to a guy and has a more masculine voice. Speaking of Venom, both Venom and Carnage are going to be in both uh, What Ifs because they both bonded to a guy and a girl for a point in time. Yeah, she Venom and Carnage are a thing. Don't believe me? Go check out the comics. This is not just fan art. Anyway, wait, how are we gonna? I am stupid. I didn't think this out. How are we gonna give Deku the symbiotes? He'll just
Well,
get
there's a
captured
few
by the
ways you can
life.
do this.
Yeah.
One, you could say Null said, "You know what? Fuck humanity."
No, decided to say fuck it and just fuck it. I want some chaos. Or we
Or you
could
can
just
go
send his
another
ass to the
way
Life
as they
Foundation.
were, or you can go another way and say how they were
Crash landed on
escaping from the
Earth.
facility, similar to how Venom did in the
Uh,
Venom movie,
yeah.
and
Also, if you haven't seen
somehow
that, go
eventually
fucking look
found
it
their
up.
way to him
Yeah.
because life sucks.
Yeah. And you know what? Fuck it. We're going the Life Foundation route. And yeah. Deku was in a one wing of the Life Foundation, and the symbiotes were in another wing. Now, how did he get in the Life Foundation? Simple. After his fourth birthday, and it was determined that he was quirkless, he was kidnapped by the Life Foundation. Now, in this, is a top hero, as she will be in most of my what ifs, and she was the number two hero, known as Telekinetic Storm. And when her baby got yoinked from her, yeah, no, she did not retire. She is not going to retire until her baby is safe in her arms. So yeah, all the like I'm gonna put this into perspective. All for One is shitting bricks. Yeah, he knows not to piss off a mother. And the Life Foundation about to find this out real quick, cause fuck it, he's also the son of Eddie Brock.
Ah, even better.
Ed, yeah, Eddie Brock and Inko Midoriya got together and had a child, and that is Izuku. Now, Eddie does not have venom in this. He also doesn't have cancer, so and
So he's just a normal reporter.
a damn good one at that. And he's quirkless because, yes, it makes sense for what I'm gonna give him. Because in case you didn't know, Anti-Venom is also going to be in here. But considering Anti-Venom didn't bond with a woman, he's not going to be a part of Deku. The symbiotes that will be a part of Deku will be Venom, Carnage, Scream, Agony, uh, Mania, Mayhem. If you don't know who Mayhem is, she's a blue and black symbiote. I believe she showed up in one of the many, many Spider-Man TV shows that are on Cartoon Network or some shit. And I know there's a shit ton more, but I can't call them up on the top of my head. So yeah, for now, those six named symbiotes will be bonded to him, along with like a shit ton other female symbiotes that are a thing. Oh yeah, Scorn, I believe. Yeah, Scorn was bonded to a woman and then went batshit crazy, and yeah, that all happened. Yeah, he has all seven of those bonded to him and has like seven different voices in his head. And considering they're all female, and I say female with quotations because obvious reasons. Yeah, it, there's a lot of shit that went down with them. Eventually, it got to the point in the Life Foundation where there were those seven were the last seven symbiotes that they had. All the rest are, and it got to a point where they had to put seven symbiotes to a host, and that host, Izuku, and they're all just like kids. They're doing this shit with kids. Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Sloth, you know you're allowed to help with the story you're progressing, right?
I think I do.
Yeah, you can help.
Sorry, I
It's
just don't
fine.
want to interrupt.
It's fine. It's your first time doing this with your voice and not texting.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's fine. You can talk. You're not sworn to
I'll
silence here.
and I'll input a little bit later.
Yeah. So yeah, the seven and some odd other symbiotes that are there. The seven symbiotes there are like pissed beyond belief that the Life Foundation is not only doing this shit to adults, but kids. Carnage is beyond pissed. Venom even more so. Carnage is beyond pissed because this is a child. I may be batshit crazy, but this is a child.
It's also a Zuko on top of that, so.
Yeah, it's also innocent being at the
Hmm.
time. On top of that, so and Venom even more so because if you didn't know, the Venom symbiote helped raise the sleeper symbiote to become a good person. So you can't tell me that Venom does not have maternal and paternal instincts. So yeah, Venom was even more pissed off than Carnage, and was like, "You know what? We're breaking this kid out. I don't care what y'all say." And they're all just like, "Oh no, we're 100% on board with that. This is a kid we're talking about here. This kid should have been out beyond these walls, living his best life." And again, there are these quirk things, and he doesn't seem to have one. So maybe he wouldn't have been treated nice, but whatever. He should be out there with his parents. And you know what? We'll be damned if we don't get him to them. So one day, I should mention he's like 7 at this point. Inko's rage has steadily been climbing, and whenever she gets home, she just cries into Eddie's arms because her baby boy is missing. Damn right, she's gonna be angry and sad.
Why do I have the feeling that Eddie has a chance? Like has in the back of his mind, he just wants to pull a Florida man and go to fucking 700 Nitro Express and just shoot up the whole place.
That'd be a mix between a Florida man and Texan. And yes,
Ah,
he does own a 700 Nitro Express rifle. And he's just waiting for the day he can use it. And that day will come soon. As that, like the next day that Venom plans to break Izuku out of that place, Eddie somehow manages to get an interview with the Life Foundation. And
lovely.
he's just like, so I've also heard that you run experiments on people here. Is that true? And some of them also seem to be children. Am I on the point here? Eddie, you're supposed to be talking about the rockets. I don't care. You forget I'm still pissed that my son is missing. Uh like the head of the Life Foundation area, the director for the Life Foundation in Japan is just sweating a bit. What is this kid's name by chance? Izuku Midoriya. Do you know him? Uh, no. Like he's just sweating. He's just sweating bullets at this point. Like, hmm, I won't press it. And in the back of his mind, he's like, I'm totally gonna tell this shit to Inko. They probably have him here. And but continuing with the interview, also, I've also heard that one of your rockets broke up coming back to Earth not too long ago, like a couple months ago. Am I right on that? Yeah, yeah. It broke up like over like Malaysia or wherever the fuck it broke up in canon, in the Venom movie canon. I think it was in Malaysia. I'll go check it out after the video. And yeah, so instead of like, yeah, Riot didn't break out in this. Now we're gonna have a different person be main antagonist. Actually, no, we're gonna keep the main antagonist from the manga the same, but you know, Shigaraki's still fucking dangerous. You can't convince me otherwise.
He could have had a different outcome, but
But
all for
eh,
one is still a dick. So
yeah, All for One is still a powerful ass motherfucker. You cannot convince me that he wouldn't give a symbiote a run for its money. I'm not talking about Carnage or Venom or Toxin, just a symbiote. Like, like he can put them on the back foot for a little bit. Now, back to the story. Uh, yeah, no. After Eddie got off of the whole interview and things, when he got home, he just told Inko every everything that happened at the interview and how the director of the Life Foundation Japan this sector thing was sweating fucking buckets and that he may know something.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, you all see where this is going. Uh, Also, just because Inko is good friends with Eraserhead, Present Mike, and Midnight, and all them. She's good friends with the UA staff. So she's just like, so I have a feeling that the Life Foundation abducted my son. Come again, Inko? You heard me, Aizawa. I have a feeling that the Life Foundation abducted my little Izuku. Oh, sweet heavens. Midnight's in the back, just like, someone's gonna get their asses. Someone's gonna get torn a new asshole.
I could just see All Might fuming in the back.
Yeah, because All Might is like good, really good friends with Inko.
Hmm.
Like they got that brother sister they got that brother sister relationship. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm gonna try to hold back from destroying the building. And Recovery Girl is just sitting there, just like, ah, I see chaos.
So you have.
So they have chosen death. Cause fuck you, Grandma Recovery Girl. She got that rocket launcher on her at all times.
She's part Russian. We all know it.
Yes, she's part Russian. She always got a rocket launcher on her. At the very minimum, she will have an AK-47 on her. Because fuck, I don't like how they shrunk Recovery Girl. She was tall. She was tall for a woman back in her prime. You know, she maintained that height. Fuck you, she's part Russian. She ain't gonna shrink. She. I'm gonna make this everyone's nightmare. Muscular recovery girl. Yeah, I put that thought in y'all's minds. And no, recovery girl got some muscle on her. I also don't like how they did Gran Torino. He keeps his prime height, and recovery girl and Gran Torino are in a relationship. You can't convince me that they would not be in a relationship.
I mean, a lot of people who do like close relationships with Gran Torino and Zuko usually ship him with Recover Girl, which it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. Continuing, Gran Torino's also there, just like, hmm. I wonder if I can move faster than. I wonder if I can move faster than light and hit these motherfuckers in the jaw. Recovery goes just sitting there, just like, that's it. I'm getting my rocket launcher. No, she was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm getting my death fringe. You know the video I'm speaking of. She's threatening
All
to
too
get her
well.
KV2. And yeah, they're all just plotting murder. And then Nezu just is just like, I'm going to sneak in. And if I find him, I will give you all the go ahead to tear that place apart and get Izuku out of there. They're all just looking at him, just like, well, he better. Well, even if he isn't there, we're tearing that place down. And Devin is just at home, just like, I suddenly feel like I'm lucky. I don't know Inko on a personal level. Because you know what, Ray is more of an assertive person. And I know she put Endeavor in his place. And no, Dobby does not become a villain. Instead, he becomes And Toya does not become a villain, he becomes more of a underground hero.
Works with Eraserhead.
Yes. He's also a part-time teacher. Right now, at that point, wouldn't he be like, and wouldn't he be like in his third year in UA or some shit like that at that point in time? Because Izuku's 7. Same with Shoto. And yeah, he'd be in his third year in UA, and he's interning with, and he's doing work
Eraserhead,
study. Yeah, he's doing work studies with Eraserhead.
which would make sense.
Yes,
I would say present time when Canon Izuku would be going to, UA.
he'd
That's when
be.
he would be working with Eraserhead as a part-time teacher and also a hero,
Yeah,
and always complaining about not having enough sleep. Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Continuing. Uh, yeah. Eraser tells Toya about like Izuku and everything like that,
And if you've
and
seen any good stories about Toya having some sort of older brother relationship to Izuku, you know he's gonna be pissed.
yeah, he's like, I've barely been told about this kid. But if anything worse happens to him before the time that we get there, and from now until the time that we get his ass out of there, I'm going to burn that entire building to the ground, and then I'm going, and then I'm gonna go and watch my mother beat the shit out of my dad because he messed up on hero work again. Yeah. Uh, let's just say that very same day, Nezu goes in. Like he sneaks into like the Light Foundation and shit because he's very small compared to like other things that the Light Foundation would be expecting to see. You know, he
Because
would
if I
get,
remember from the movie, they were using full-on adults.
yeah. Izuku is like one of the very few children that the Life Foundation abducted. As you know what, fuck it. They also took Toga.
Oh wait, I have an idea.
Oh,
That could technically work.
yes.
For plot reasons, they also work with Overhaul.
Yeah.
But he
Are we
doesn't
gonna?
know they took children yet. Yet.
Yeah. Uh, are we gonna make Overhaul a good person in this?
I'm pretty sure Canon, he had like a PhD or something, like he was an actual scientist or some
Yeah,
shit,
he was a
if I remember
doc.
correctly.
Yeah, he was some kind of doctor.
So, technically speaking, we could make him a decent person because he doesn't know about the experimentation, but he's still trying to get rid of quirks because he's seen all the fucked up shit that's happened because of it, and he's
Yeah,
trying to stop that.
yeah,
But he's
but
not going to
he's
go
not
as
willing
far
to.
as he did with Aerie.
Yeah, he wouldn't go as far as he did with Eri.
He
Matter of
would
fact, if
just
he
take
was
like a
going to do
sample.
anything with Eri, he'd ask first. Like,
Yeah,
hey, kid, like there's a whole bunch of like bad things going on with quirks. Would you mind if I took a sample of your blood and managed to make like quirk erasing bullets? Like he's not gonna go as far as to erase every quirk in existence. That would take too much
just
blood.
being able to get rid of the fucked up
Uh,
people, whether they be hero or villains,
yeah, like fake
which is
heroes and
logical.
like fake heroes and then villains like Muscular.
Or a canon endeavor.
Yeah. But in here, no, Endeavor's on a tight leash with Ray, and then Taka Todoroki does come down from time to time to see how her son is doing, and sees that he's on a tight leash, and is like, ah, yes, I remember when. Uh, yeah, because if you haven't seen like the whole fan comic shit with Taka Todoroki being a thing and how she's
That being
Endeavor's
his mother, which
father,
is really
my grandmother,
that's
mother, and then yeah, and then how Endeavor's father uh, committed rooftop jump. Yeah,
we don't talk about that.
I'm not gonna go in depth about that. You want to know more about it, you can go and look it up. Even for me, and you'll see why tomorrow. Yeah, even for me, that's a bit far. Yeah. Uh, yeah, she does like look down a bit sad for a moment and then looks back up and just like, so how's everything going? And Toya's just like, we're gonna break a kid out of the Life Foundation. Everyone just looks at him just like, what? Yeah, the Life Foundation abducted a kid. Not only that, it was the number two hero's son. And Endeavor's just like, Dios mío, what the fuck? Because fuck you, he took some Spanish in school. I don't know a lot of Spanish. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Spanish is a nice language. I just
Yeah,
don't
but
understand shit.
Spanish is a nice language. I just don't understand what the fuck they're saying. So is German, and I'm starting to understand what they say.
Anyways,
Yeah,
that's all. We're going off topic.
yeah, we're off topic. Uh, and they're just like, Dios mío. I wish who, I hope that whoever did this ends up in hell. And Toys was like, oh no, they will. I'll make sure of that. What? Huh? The tech is just like, that's my grandson. Teach them who's boss. Oh, it's not just going to be me. It's going to be All Might, Telekinetic Storm, Eraserhead, Present Mike, Midnight Snipe, Nezu, Power Loader, uh, Vlad King. Like it's going to be all of UA, all the UA teachers plus All Might and Telekinetic Storm, and me,
Gran Torino,
Gran
Recovery
Torino as
Girl.
well, Recovery Girl as well. But Recovery Girl, but she's part Russian. And she has an AK-47, an RPG, and a KV-2. I see. Taka's just like, I like this woman. I would like to meet her one day. And if y'all don't know, uh, Tech Grandma Todoroki is quite tall. She's Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of woman, if you know what I mean.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah, she's like, you know what? I might join in. This sounds like fun. What, mother? You don't even have a hero license. Son, if there's one thing you should know not to mess with, it's an angry mother. I'm gonna go help. I'm gonna go find this grieving mother. Toya, where is she? I'll take her. I'll take her to her. No promises. She wants to see people though. Oh, it'll be fine. I mean, I am one of the strongest in this family. And Never would be pissed, but he knows she's right. He knows he can't step to her in terms of power. Because let's be real, if Cheka Todoroki was canon, uh, let's just say the League of Villains would have been done for. if she were to get pissed off. Yeah. Well, yeah, she goes along she goes with Toya because Toya does spend a lot of time with Eraserhead when he's not at home. He knows where Inko lives and sometimes goes over there just to like talk about stuff. Also talk about tips on how to keep his dad like down like a dog and feeds that stuff to Ray. And he's just like, oh hey Toya, sweetheart, how are you doing? My grandma wanted to meet you. Uh, oh, oh my. Toya, you never told me that your grandma was a supermodel. Didn't think that was necessary. Eddie would just come out from like behind. Toya's grandma is a what now? Yeah, Toya's grandma is a supermodel. Oh, I didn't know I was well known in this household. Well, of course. I didn't know about you before, but I didn't think you had any relation to Toya here. Well, I have to keep my relationships with people secret, lest they try to go after them. Yeah, it makes sense. Kind of the whole reason why to the world I'm still Eddie Brock and not Eddie Midoriya. Yeah, wait, Eddie Brock, as in the famous news reporter? Yep, very same.
Wait, I have idea for Eddie. For
Yeah,
plot convenience, this man can literally punch through walls because he's, trained with All Might for a while. So
yeah,
he has peak human performance.
yeah. This man is peak human performance. Like, if you thought Batman was strong, Batman would be a teenager compared to Eddie. Yeah, Eddie's built different, and yeah, he's like Toy's grandma's a what now? Uh, Toy's grandma's a supermodel. Come here, sweetheart. Uh, oh no, damn, she's tall. Inko's like, no, fuck it. For this story, Inko's 5'5" because, yeah, no, not 5'5". She's 5'10". Eddie's 6 foot. Tekka is 6'5". Because yes, and he just looks like, damn, she's tall. I know. And yeah, she wanted to visit you, and I also told her about Izuku. Okay, Toya, it's fine. I'm still trying to learn how to control my anger when it comes to him being missing. So what you told me was right. Well, I'm helping. What? Huh? You're a supermodel. Wouldn't that ruin your image? Oh, don't worry, Eddie. This will be fine. It's not like they'll know. I mean, there's a lot of people in Japan with heat-related quirks, aren't there? Uh, wait, no. Fuck, I fucked up. No. Inko would still be Inko Shimura because fuck you. That's my headcanon. She's related to Nana, and until Horikoshi proves otherwise, she's always going to be related to Nana. So it would be Eddie Shimura instead of Eddie Midoriya. And yeah, uh,
No.
Kotaro still does his fucked up shit to Tenko. And because Inko is so hell bent on trying to find her son, she doesn't find Tenko. So, yeah. Some, yeah. Tenko Shimura still becomes Tomura Shigaraki. And eh, Izuku's Izuku Shimura. And for that reason alone, that he was a Shimura, the Life Foundation took him. Yeah, fucked up shit. Yeah, so, to put this simply, Ateca has joined the older murder squad. Yeah, so to go off of that, the next day, well, that later on that night, Nezu goes and sneaks into the Life Foundation, finds all the evidence he needs, aka Izuku being experimented on with the symbiotes to test his limits, aka getting hit with loud ass speakers. Like, imagine being put into a movie theater and then the sound system's being put on full blast and being forced to listen to the most loud thing in all of humanity. Yeah, he's subject to listen to that for a good hour. And after that, he's put in a room and surrounded by flamethrowers and like fire coming off of the floor, and he's forced to be in that, and he can't, and he's forced to walk from one end of the room to the other end of the room while being forced to walk through all that fire. Yeah, no, he gets tortured. The only reason why he's alive is because of the symbiotes. And the day comes. The symbiotes are about to envelop Izuku to break out. And then the heroes come in. Well, a murder squad comes in. Like, they just come barreling through the front gate. And because Toya and Tekka are there, the everything gets burnt or is melted with lava.
Because if you didn't know, Tekka is a walking volcano.
Yeah, her quirk literally makes her hair into lava and her body into a volcano in order to survive that. If you've seen any good story involving Tekka Todoroki, you'll know that she can basically turn into fucking Krakatoa in Mount Everest. No, not Mount Everest. What the fuck? What was the Mount St. Helens? That's the one. And she can basically turn into Mount St. Helens and Krakatoa. And what was the one that decimated Pompeii? Vesuvius? And she can
Uh,
basically become a mixture of those three. And yeah, no, she's a walking tank. Nothing can get close enough to hurt her. She is wearing special clothes that won't burn from all the heat that she emits.
and she has to have a specific way just to do her day to day stuff, and it's hilarious.
Yes.
Or else she'll literally burn the house down. It is.
Yeah. On top of that,
Just, just,
the longer her hair, yeah, on top of the longer her hair, the more power she has.
Hmm.
And she's what, in her mid 60s at this point, and still looking fine as hell. And no, her hair is long as all hell. Like she could
Theoretically, she can make her hair a whip.
theoretically, she could wipe out all of Japan if she wished, with the amount of power she has at that point. Because she has not cut her hair, not once.
I apologize to cut this short, but viewers, I have to get off. I hope you guys have a lovely day or night, whatever time you're watching this. I have to leave, but
Alright,
I'll see you
yeah,
guys another time.
yeah. See you, Sloth. I'm just gonna continue off of from here, because I ain't quite done yet. Yeah, that was Sloth, everyone. Uh, yeah, let's continue. Yeah, yeah, you might see more of him. Yeah, again, to go check out Sloth Texting Stories. I will say this again at the end of the video. Yeah, so, the murder squad rolls in with Recovery Girl driving her KV2 and is blowing holes in everything. Yeah, everyone rode in on that. And with Toya, because fuck it, he has fire. He's holding his grandma's hair so that way the tank doesn't melt. And people are wondering why the fuck a KV2 is at the Life Foundation and is blowing holes in it, and why All Might is there. Because he's the only one they recognize. Then they realize, wait a damn minute, all of those people are heroes. Or here, or in the hero in training. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Why are they at the Life Foundation? Why are they tearing them a new ass? Uh, so, it appears the Life Foundation may have fucked up. And because, you know what? Fuck it. Lady Nagant. She there. She's also a hero in training at that point in time. She's interning with Inko. She has spent time with Izuku before he got yoinked. And he's been there like 3 years, and she's now on her like last year of UA. Like she's also with Toya and is about to graduate. Those two, that might be it. Toya and Nagant, that might be a ship later. Don't question it. Yeah. Uh, they tear the Life Foundation a new ass. Uh, Carlton Drake was on his way over. Like, he was on his way over to Japan to see the symbiotes. And as his ass is about to land, he sees that his compound is under attack. And so he leaves. Overhaul is on call there, along with that doctor lady from the from the first Venom movie that got killed by whatever symbiote was in there with her. And yeah, those two are like, it's about damn time. Overhaul is just like, I'm glad I tipped off Eddie. Now, come on, let's get that kid out of there. Yeah, let's go get him. The two had to go to like the whole hidden door thing from the Venom movie. A lot of this stuff I'm drawing from the Venom movie. I don't own that either. Nor do I own this picture. I just found this picture off Google. Yeah. They make it obvious that they tipped off the heroes by just walking around normally as they make their way to where the specimen chamber would be. And no one noticed that they were gone. And as they're opening the door, in rolls the tank. And they flag down the tank and point to the door and try to signal that they need to get in. And Inko would be there and would pin them down saying, "What? Give me one good reason why I should not kill the two of you right now." And two were just like, Overhaul's like, "I tipped off Eddie Brock. I didn't approve of what they were doing here. Christ, but me and her were the only ones that were nice to him." Nice to who? The kid. What kid? Well, kids, really. There's two. Oh, really now? Names of the kids. Yumiko Toga and Izuku Shimura. Christ, woman. We flagged you two down to get these kids out of here. Why do you think I tipped off Eddie? So, you're the ones that tipped off my husband. Huh. So, that's your husband? Christ. He's well built. Yeah, I know. Now, you're gonna tell me exactly what they did to my son. They gave him some kind of aliens. In the beginning, we had like 30. Now we're down to 7. 7 now, did you? 7, you say? Yeah, we gave them all to the boy. Toga was supposed to be used as supposed food for the symbiotes. These aliens, these symbiotes, I guess you could call them. They need a host to survive. So a parasite, no, they've been keeping your son alive. Oh, so are we going to use the tank to blow the door open? Because if so, that's a bad idea. And why is that? Because the shrapnel could break the cages that they're in. I'm sorry, did you just say cages? Yeah. I tried my best to make them as comfortable as possible. Me too. Besides, I was sent in here from the Yakuza. See what the hell is going on here. My boss had a really bad feeling about this place. Really. A kind of bad feeling. Well, he knew that there was something fishy about the Life Foundation, how they're getting all this medicine stuff right, and how it's curing people. But no medical organization has ever been able to do that before. I do work with the Yakuza, but I'm a doctor first. I helped out their boss, and he thanked me and let me into the Yakuza. Now, the branch of the Yakuza I'm part of is the honorable type. Like, we're not villains, we're vigilantes. At least those of us that the boss hasn't snuffed out for being drug dealers, dealing to kids. He has a strict policy about children. And I applaud him for that. To be honest, if it wasn't for him being as strict about being good to children, I don't think I would be as nice of a person. I think I would have been like these fucks. Anyway, my quirk is called Overhaul. I can break down the door. Although I would have that tank pointed over there. That's where the barracks are. That's likely where barracks and the armory are. It'd be wise to have the tank pointed over there. Yeah, Chio, if you don't mind pointing the tank over the tank, if you don't mind pointing the turret over there, that's where the barracks and the armory is. Really? And why are we trusting this guy? Because he's the one that tipped off my husband. Oh, I think I got everyone on Tom's. We're gonna need everyone to get rid of these brats. Yeah, yeah, we know, Chio, we know. Hey, everyone, we got where he is. Finish up where you are and make your way to my location. Alright. Also, there were two doctors here that tipped off my husband and have been nice to him. You'll see them flag you down. Don't hurt them. They were nice to the children that are being. They were nice to my boy and the other little girl that's being held here. Oh, all right, Tinko. Don't worry. When I'm done noting these motherfuckers for hurting children, I'm gonna make my way over to you. But did I hear the voice of famous supermodel Tekka Todoroki over your comlink? Yes, you did, Overhaul. Now, if you two don't mind staying here and flagging everyone down, and yeah, after everyone gets here, just make sure that this whole area is covered. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm gonna make the spiked. Like, I'll make the. I'm gonna make a circle around this and it's spiked. Mind? Oh no, go ahead, dearie. I just want to make sure I can blast some of them away. Oh, don't worry. Oh, don't worry, Miss Chio. You'll get all the fun you want. And with that, Overhaul would basically erect a spiked barricade around them. As he knows that the first few guards are going to be idiots and try to bum rush him. And that way get their asses killed. Yeah, and that's exactly what would happen. Like, not too long after the, the not too long after Inko went in, like she'd see the basically cages that all of the test subjects were in, and she'd only see a little girl, a little blonde girl, and her green-haired boy. Both of them looking uh, thoroughly traumatized, but also like ready to like die. They look ready to give up. And when they see who comes down the hallway, they're excited. Inko rips the doors off of their cells and opens her arms, saying, "It's okay. I'm getting you two out of here." Izuku runs to her mother Yeah, her mother. Sorry, different, wrong version. He runs to his mother, and Tackle hugs her. Same thing with Toga. And in case you haven't noticed, Izuku and Toga are gonna have a relationship. It's not going to be the ship, but it's a relationship. The ship will be the ship will be known later on down the line. And if you all hear the fan, I'm sorry I didn't bring this up in the beginning. If you all hear the fan, yeah, it's hot as hell here in Southern California. Like it's October. It should not be this hot. But hey, it is, and I'm okay with it because I'm a heat person. But even then, I like having a little bit of cold in my life. And now to continue, I was getting off topic. Uh, to put this simply, uh, she basically levitates them out. The symbiotes just pop and just like, so Zuko, is this your mother? Yes, I am. Yes, I am Mizuku's mother. What? Huh? Yeah, uh, a guy by the name of Kai Chisaki told me about you all. Oh, so the nice people told you about us. Yeah, and you're not freaked out? I don't care. I just want my son back. I don't care if he has all of you. Okay. So we've kind of been playing big sister with him. I don't care. Just make sure he's alive. We may also have to be vigilantes for a bit until we can get a steady supply of whatever the fuck chemical it was that they needed to survive, which is in chocolate, mushrooms, and human brains. You might see where this is going, but you might not also, but you also might not. Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, they get Izuku out of that hellhole. Now, Akatsuki did bully him for the short time that he was there, and whenever he did, he used his quirk, and he did not feel any sort of remorse. I'm sorry, but Tatsuki Bakugo does not deserve my sympathy. I don't care what you think. He does not deserve sympathy, especially not after what he's done and said. If you're one of those crazy Baku Deku shippers, to that I tell you, go look at the manga. Go look at the first few chapters of the manga of when Deku was in middle school and all the flashbacks that he had. If you honestly think that Bakugo deserves a happy ending after that, you are crazy. He does not deserve to be a hero. He does not deserve a happy ending. He should die like a coward. Now that my whole rant about Bakugo not deserving a happy ending is done, let's cut back to the how of Deku's getting out of the Life Foundation and about how, yeah, whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, the Life Foundation compound is thoroughly destroyed, and when they're leaving, uh, they notice Carlton Drake's helicopter. Now, I did not tell you Carlton Drake's quirk. His quirk is called insane regeneration, meaning, no, no, you can regenerate from anything but death itself. Izuku can do the same thing because the symbiotes are just broken as all hell. Yeah. Holy shit. This is an hour-long recording. Yeah. So Deku does get out of there. He gets his happy escape, but that's, you know what? I'm gonna wrap it up there. He's out of the Life Foundation. The compound is gone, basically. And Carlton Drake got shot out of the sky by KV2. And that's the video. Uh, I'll see you all tomorrow for a very disturbing and also slightly horny day. Yeah, tomorrow 2 horny videos and 2 dark videos will be posted. See you all, and yeah, see you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.